Grab your coat and get your hat. Leave your worries by the doorstep. Just direct your feet to the sunny side of the street. Do you hear that pitter pat? And that happy tread is your step. Life can be so sweet on the sunny side of the street. I used to walk in the shade with those blues on parade. Now I'm not afraid. This rover crossed over. If I never had a cent, I'd be rich as Rockefeller. Cold dust at my feet on the sunny side of the street. I used to walk in the shade with those blues on parade. Now I'm not afraid. This rover crossed over. If I ever have a cent, I'll be rich as Rockefeller. Gold dust at my feet on the sunny side of the sunny side. On the sunny side of the street. Welcome back to Jukebox Radio. I'm Eric Stern with the aerial view. That was Sunny Side of the Street, and then in the middle of that there was a little bit of Ain't Misbehavin'. This is Stride Piano Part 2, but you must see Stride Piano Part 1 for context and history. It will be on the test, and you're in big trouble if you don't watch it. Seriously, I don't think it's a good idea just to take this stuff out of context. Now, this video is for some of you more, a coffee card. Some of you more advanced players. I'm just going to give some hints. There's lots on Stride Piano on the internet. So I'm just going to, this will be a short one. I'm just going to do a few things. All right, let's get started. I'll see you on the other side. As you can see, my piano has some missing teeth. All right. So the big thing to know in Stride Piano is the use of tenths. And even if your hand doesn't stretch a tenth, that's a C to an E, you can roll it. So one way to practice to start is doing a tenth, roll it, and then jump up to where the tenth ends. So it ends here at the E. So we do C, this is C chord of course, we do C first inversion. And you can go. So here's a G chord, G to B, that tenth. And I'm doing a making it a little more interesting here. All right. So, but just practice, and you can practice all around, going all around the keyboard on the bottom half with your tenths. So that's the first thing. Now, when you play the right hand, keep the voicings pretty old-fashioned, right? Let's see, if I was playing, I'm not going to go something like that. So I'm just going to play a straight-up F chord, right? But keep the voicings full, too. All right, so verses. So here's how you do without stride. Stride. Jumping up here. Think of romantic classical music, or even Chopin and Liszt, so you can do stuff like that too. All the while, though, you've got these tenths going. And if you don't want to do tenths, you can just do notes way down here. So, low note, even lower, chord, and you jump up, right? And usually you can jump up on the root or an inversion. So if I'm doing tenths, probably won't go lower than the C here. If I'm doing those low notes, I can go wherever I want, right? So tenth, jump, or low note, go to any inversion you want. The most important thing for me, I'll speak into the camera. The most important thing for me was to have that sense of swing going. Always think of this, a bass line in the back. I mean, you can swing it however you want, but you have to have the swing going. And when I first played it, I was playing it very, very straight and corny and not doing the swing. And I don't even know if I could still do it, but I couldn't figure it out because I was getting all the notes right, but it just didn't sound right. And then I figured it out. So here's sort of without the swing. I'll try it. Subtle difference, but and the more little syncopations you can put in, the better. So here are some right hand figures for you to think about. These I learned from listening to Fats Waller. So here's one. And you can do that on an F. I mean, you can do it anywhere, of course. So it's a kind of enclosure. So you end up here. So here we are in F. So there's an A and a C. But I go on the outside. 1/2 step below, 1/2 step above. No, actually 1 whole step above. Which sounds like the easy winners. Dun 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 dun. All right. So there it is. And there's a whole bunch of stuff. There's a whole bunch of stuff like that. Another thing to do, and I'll put a link, is a cluster. So here we are in C, but if I start on a D, so that's at the heart of it, that blue note. I'll try to do it slowly. So it's sort of this C with a D, I guess a C second. again, the three fundamentals I think are, or four fundamentals. Chief weapons are fear, surprise, fear, surprise. Okay, so four fundamentals are these tenths going into any inversion you want, right? Playing kind of more square chord choices. And then swinging in the left hand. And then you add these little and I listened to a lot of Fats Waller when I was learning that stuff. Now I'm moving towards trying to do Willie the Lion Smith, so at some point maybe I'll figure out what he's doing. I think that might be it for this lesson. This is a short lesson. Again, I really think it's important to know the history though, and there's lots on YouTube about Stride, but hopefully this will get you started. I think that's it for me today. I'm Eric Stern. From way down here, it's Jukebox Radio. I'll see you next week. Who knows what instruments or music styles I will bring. All right. Thanks for watching. See you next time.